It is Selection Sunday, which means all of the teams competing in March Madness have been announced, as well as their rankings and who they are playing the first round, except for the first four. What is the first four? Well, it's new as of 2011. Before this, the NCAA just chose 64 teams, and they'd split those 64 teams into groups of 16. 4 groups of 16 equals 64. And then the first seed would play the 16th seed, second would play the 15th, so on and so forth. Well, in 2011, the NCAA started introducing a 68-team system. So the first four are the first 4 games of the March Madness tournament. There are 8 teams that play these 4 games, and the winner of each game plays into the March Madness tournament. So even though there are 68 teams selected, only 4 of those 8 teams actually go on to play. So let me tell you about each of those 8 teams, who's playing each other, and then who they'll go on to play should they win in this first 4 tournament. First up is LIU Brooklyn against Radford. Now, the winner of that game will go on to play number 1 seed Villanova. The second of the first 4 games is St. Bonaventure against UCLA. Now, the winner of this game will then become the 11th seed and play number 6 Florida. What's interesting about this is you would think with all these play-in games that whoever wins this round will get a 16th seed or the lowest seed of the first round of the actual March Madness tournaments, but that's not true. You can win your play-in game and then get seeded 11th. So it actually gives you sort of an advantage because you're not playing the number 1 seed as a 16th seed. You're actually a little closer, and the point spread for the gamblers out there between an 11 seed and a 6th seed is usually about 5 or 6 points. So these games can actually be quite close, even though the team that wins didn't initially earn their spot in the top 64. Next up in the third of 4 games is Texas Southern versus North Carolina Central. Yes, I swear these are real colleges and real basketball teams. They will play each other, and then the winner will face Xavier, that is a number 1 seed, in the next round. The last of these first 4 games will be Arizona State versus Syracuse, and the winner of that game will play number 6 seed TCU. So either Syracuse or Arizona State is going to come in as an 11th seed. Like I said earlier, don't necessarily come in 16th, and then those 11 versus 6th seed first round games are super exciting to watch because when you win a first 4 tournament, you got a lot of momentum going into the official first round of the tournament. So it could prove for a Cinderella story. We've seen some of these first 4 teams make it all the way to the Final 4. So just because they have to play in doesn't mean they don't have a very good shot of making a deep run in the tournament. So hopefully that all made sense. You can watch all of the first 4 games on True TV this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. And after the first 4 happens, then you can start filling out your brackets because we don't know who's going to fill those last 4 spots in the tournament. Hope that all made sense to you. Hopefully now you know why there's 68 teams versus 64 teams selected now. We just get to watch more games and sort of let teams earn their spot. Check out my video after next Wednesday when we know all 64 teams, and I'll give you some tips for filling out your bracket. Bye!